Before we start, just understand this is not a signal service. Everything you see here is for educational purposes only. Trading involves risk, and the goal here is not to follow trades, it's to learn the process behind them.
Good morning, and welcome to I'm the Trader Capital live trading for law. It's Thursday, August 13th. First and foremost, all glory to the Most High God. Let's bow our heads for a quick prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for your grace and your mercy. We thank you for another opportunity to try again to learn and grow in these markets. Father, we ask that your will be done today as it is in heaven. Father, we ask that you give us the heart of a giver and make us a lover of our neighbor. Please let me not lead anyone that listens to me astray, but use me as a vessel to bring your children back onto you. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen, amen, amen. Can the church say amen? Take it to church real quick. Amen. Let's begin. Before we jump, I just want to say this. There was a time I used to sit down at the charts with no real plan, jumping between strategies, losing, blowing accounts, second guessing every entry, and honestly just hoping that the trade would work. And that's where most traders are today, not because they're not capable, but because they don't have a structured process. The biggest pitfalls that causes traders to fail is that they have no knowledge on money, they don't know how to lose, they don't know how the markets operate, and they don't have a winning model. 90% of traders fail, all 90% are plagued with one or more of these pitfalls. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 pillars that every trader must have in their trading to survive and thrive in the financial markets, so you can join the 10% who succeed and fast track your way to the top 1% of the wealthiest people on this planet. It's called the 10% to 1% club. Let's go. Woo! But before we dive deep into the 3 core pillars, when you step into this arena, on this battlefield, you must first have 2 crucial realizations. Realization number 1, trading is war. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is the hardest thing that you will ever do in your life. Realization number 2, all traders are money managers. As a trader, your ability to manage money is vital to your survival in this industry and in life as we know it. Most traders think that success in the markets comes from finding the perfect strategy or catching the biggest moves. But the reality is, trading success is built on 3 core pillars. First is money and mindset. This is the foundation of success. Then is risk management. This is the holy grail of trading. This is what will keep you in the game long after everybody else has quit. And lastly, we have trading edge. This is where all traders start. I know this because this is where I started. That's why in today's session, we're going to hone in on your trading edge. Now, everything that we do here is built around one thing, and that is confidence in your trading edge. And I am the Trader Capital. Our confidence comes from 3 things. First, it comes from understanding how the market actually operates. Not what social media says, but how money truly moves. Second is having one trader model. One model with IPDA signatures that we trust and execute on a consistent basis. Third is having a plan and a process, because without a plan and a process, you're just reacting to price and you're winging it each and every time. And this right here, this session, this is where we focus on the 3rd piece, the process. So many people lose confidence in trading and in life because they simply don't have a plan. There's no process they're following. There's no procedures and protocols that they're abiding by. They literally are just winging it. And they wonder why they can't get consistent. They wonder why there's ups and downs in their equity curves. They literally can't figure it out. The uncertainty of not knowing exactly what you're doing, how you're doing it, why and when you're doing it in the market will cause you to fail in trading. Confidence and certainty are key if you want to be successful in trading, and it's your responsibility as the trader, as the analyst, as the fund manager. It's your responsibility to attain that confidence, not only in your model, but also in your processes. So what I want to do right now real quickly is I want to share with you the process that we teach all our analysts at I'm the Trader Capital, and then we'll see that process live in action. This is the 3-step trading process. Step 1, condition. This is where we determine our bias. Before we even think about entering a trade, we need to know the market program. Are we in a buy program or sell program? This is where the market shows its hand. Then we have step 2, stage. This is what sets up your trade and what does your trade look like. There are 2 types of trades, retracement setups and continuation setup. Then we have step 3, execution. This is how you're going to enter, manage, and close the trade. At I'm the Trader Capital, we have 4 entry criteria before executing. I'm not here to force trades. I'm here to execute my plan step by step in real time. All right, let's get into the live trading flow. Now, as you're watching, don't just look for entries. Pay attention to the process behind the entries, because this is what will get you into the 10% of traders who succeed. And if you want to go further to the 1%, well, that's where we break down all 3 pillars inside of the program. I used to think that winning trades built confidence, but it's not the wins. It's knowing exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it before, during, and after each trade. And that is what we're building here. Let's begin with our daily trading processes. Weekly target going into today, this week, not today, but this week is 3% as usual. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. All right, excited to see what price action has in store for us today on this lovely, beautiful Thursday. I'm excited to continue to grow and get 1% better. I feel like I'm getting my stride back. Okay, I'm seeing what I need to see, and I'm feeling good about it. So I'm excited. I accept any risk that comes to trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the battle. It's the only thing promised to us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Baby trader in the building. Where was I? News. It's Thursday, August 13th. All right. We had high impact news come out at 8:30. Medium impact news coming out at 10:30 and 4:30 today. So we have news today. All right. Making it an optimal day to take a trade. Risk going into today, we're at 0.25 of account size, and we have a max of 0.75 per account. Weekly program going into this week has been established. Went from a sell, now we're into a buy program. So let's go ahead and review price action overnight to see if anything's happened to change our weekly program here at I'm the Trader Capital. Yeah. And then we'll obviously adjust our higher time frame. Bon dia, buenos dias. Good morrow. Diana Velasquez. Did I say that right? In the building. Just die. just die. I don't have the accent, to say the name properly. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, nothing's really happened in price to change our weekly program. We're still in a buy program. The whole government. You're lucky I don't remember your middle name. I would have said that too. All right. What are we saying? Here? I got a lot of lines here. 20-day stays the same. Let's get previous day. We haven't taken either side of previous day yet. Last 3 days, 1, 2, 3. will be the low. This will be the high. We have relative equal highs up here, okay? Draw on liquidity. All right, we're already there. We're already there. Took buy side, we traced into a discount here. All right, now we're getting the continuation to the upside. Let me see something real quick. Let me see if the 1 hour will give us something here. This is what I was talking about for the one short, one kill trade. Ooh, beautiful. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Yeah, where's the buy side we took though? Maybe Asia. Asia buy side. Nah, this looks cleaner here. London. Took London. Boom. Entry right there. Go watching that. Okay. Die. Yes. You can get rid of that. And this is why I put it twice, right? So this stays. So when I back test, I already have the dealing range already in place. Oh, okay. So we came further down to a deeper discount to then continue going higher. That's fair. That's allowed. I did take a trade lunch yesterday. It did come into the discount that we were anticipating from the morning. I caught this little trade here. I had a runner up here, but obviously, as you can see, price wanted to go down to trade into a deeper discount before continuing the move higher. So it's all good. It did what it needed to do for me anyway. Anything that gives me more than 5 contracts, I'll have a runner. But at 5, I'm out at -2 because 2 comes up at 1, 1 comes up at 1.5, and then another 2 comes up at 2. So yesterday, I kind of, it was after yesterday, I realized I need to do that, but it's all good though. It's all good. I need to work on obviously holding trades and having a runner and being able to sit through the trade anyway. So yesterday was the starting point. Anyway, 12 a.m. to current price action, technically to 9:15. Okay, high is high. I mean, low is low to high is high. Gives us our dealing range. And we just wait for one side of the dealing range to get taken. And we wait to see where we're at in the dealing range. Are we in a premium or a discount? Right? Best sales will happen in a premium. Best buys will happen in a discount. Okay. What am I looking for here? Dealing range. So it's not just about establishing your condition for the day. It's about where you are in price, right? Are we in a premium or are we in a discount? If we're in a premium and we've taken buy side, I'm anticipating a retracement into a discount, right? It doesn't always have to work like that. We can always get a continuation in premium as well, okay? Need that solid. Above dealing range, we have PM session buy side, but not open range. So I'm still debating on keeping these. I was back testing without them yesterday, and the chart looked a little bit cleaner. So by the end of this week, I'll make a decision whether I want to keep the session highs and lows on my chart or not. But it is what it is for now. We just keep it, let it do what it do. What is this? This is lunch, and we're kicking off. Decent size open range gap is below price. Okay, so I just spat around the monitor. Say it, don't spray it, girl. Anyway, it's below price, so we gapped up, so we have a premium gap up. Anyway, above, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. What is that? Why is that just in the middle there? I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. Woo! I got them vocals, don't lie, bro. These vocals don't lie. Where is this from? please. Where you from, mate? Where do you know me from? Where do you know me from? Oh, oh, oh. I know, right? Who gave me this mic? Hey, we gonna go to what's the thing called? A karaoke night one time. Sing our freaking lungs out. It was actually Tash. She gave me this mic. So blame her. What am I doing here? I'm trying to see where this line is from here. It is yeah. Okay, it's open range. Oh, I mean it's in line. What? So what's this doing up here then? What is this doing, mate? What are we doing here? What we got going on, mate? Let me just delete this for now. It's unnecessary to me right now because we have it above. We have previous day's high, which is also 3-day high. Through the three prior days, the range high. Bloody hell. Below we got Asia session sell side. We got equilibrium of yesterday's range and the 3-day range, and we got London session. We got also have yesterday's dealing range low below price. If we looks like we're going lower, I'll go ahead and draw them out. But for now, I'm anticipating higher prices really. So focusing on the uppity up. We're waiting on one side of the dealing range to get rated, and then we'll establish a daily condition. A weekly condition is a buy program, okay? So if one side doesn't get taken and you see a buy set up, all right, just know you're trading on the side of the weekly program. So you're allowed to do that. But if you don't have a weekly condition, then you wait for your daily to confirm. So right now we're in the premium of the dealing range, all right? Above 50%, which is equilibrium, is premium. Below 50% of the dealing range is a discount, okay? Best buying conditions will happen in the discount below the 50%, all right? And best selling conditions will happen in the premium above 50%, okay? We've taken dealing range buy side, all right? We established a condition for the day as a buy program in line with the weekly. Okay, so we're looking to be a buyer of this market. Doesn't mean we can't sell. Okay, we understand that sales will be considered as retracement setups. Okay, for me right now, I'm not engaging in those. I'm watching those. Okay, and I'm waiting for the continuation. So right now, for me to engage in this price action, I'll need price to retrace back into a discount. Okay, it doesn't have to. That's just my preference. All right, it can continue from the high, right, in the premium, and it can continue going higher, right? If it gives me the opportunity, we'll watch that. Maybe I might engage. I don't know. We'll see, depending on how it looks. If it's clean, maybe. Draw on liquidity, all right? It's the same as yesterday. It's up here, all right? Magic magic magnet still up there, okay? So this is still the draw on liquidity for today. And 20-day high obviously is further above on top of that as well. So should price want to continue higher, we have 20-day high as well. And then we have 40-day and 60-day high above that. But anyway, as I was saying, I'll be watching this inefficiency here. It's not first presented, but I'll be watching this, okay, because it lies on top of dealing range buy side. yeah, what I was saying is that now I will need to see price retrace into a discount, okay, to then catch the continuation. All right, for now, those are the trades that I'm engaging in 100%, no questions about them. Obviously, we're in a deep premium now, so if you want to catch a retracement, it's possible for the, into the discount. That's also plausible. All right, it's personal preference. Right now, I'm just focusing on one side in terms of engaging on one side of the market, and we'll watch the retracement should it give it to us, and feel no type of way, right? And if that happens to be the trade of the morning, hey, we're not in it. It's okay. That's it. Day trading doesn't mean everyday trading. Okay, you don't have to be in the market every damn day. All right, smashing that draw on liquidity from yesterday. So yesterday's setup was valid, right? Yesterday's range in terms of coming into a discount, and obviously there was potentially a setup here during Asia. You could have had a continuation setup here, still using yesterday's range, and it just kind of continued throughout overnight. London came down back down into a deeper discount here, right? So if you were trading 8:15, right? If you were active at 7, right? Obviously you will have it does take the low here too. Anyway, all in that, just to say, yesterday we came into a discount, and now we're catching the continuation here. That's what I was anticipating from here. Okay, but obviously price wanted to come down into a deeper discount, which it did, and then the continuation happened. I caught this move from here to here. I had a runner to up here because obviously that was my draw on liquidity, but came and took me out better than break even. So after 4 partial, so I'm not complaining. I'm not crying about that. I'm not crying about that. You know what I mean? I knew the risk. I knew what I was asking for was a lot, right? It didn't have to happen. $20-day high, which is also previous week's high. The next draw on liquidity up here. Let's get a magic magnet. It never fails me. The trick is the magic magnet, to be honest. If you don't know, it's the magic magnet. It's got nothing to do with me or the market or anything. It's the magic magnet. It pulls price. It pulls price. Oh, the magic is in the magnet. Dai, you got anything? Anything for you this morning yet or nah? Or we patiently wait until 10 o'clock? Sick, man. So that one shot, one kill trade is still going, mate. What I was talking about on the a sell? Okay. Entry would have been down here, right? Obviously is a short term what is it? Short term trade. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Short term trade. So you're holding overnight, right? So in terms of time wise, we're using sessions, right, and not like specific windows in terms of macros. Okay, if you're short term trading, okay, that means you're holding for like 2 to 3 days, right, or more, right? So entry would have been right here during Asia session, okay? You're entering in a session, which is fine, right? We're inside a session window. Right here, stop would be here, and that trade is just running, running, and running, running, and running, running. Woo! Woo! One shot, one kill type shit right there. Okay, okay. So now it gets me thinking, do I want to use Monday's range? Yeah, I mean, if it takes the other side, then we'll just flip bias, right? So it's fine. But understood. Obviously, you need to be available at the time that the trade confirms, right? To be in the trade. Here at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. on that entry, I'm in bed, mate. So I have to think twice. This ain't for me. I'm just putting ideas out there for the people that have the time, right? Constraints, and they can do that. Obviously, you will set an alert. Really and truly, you'll be keeping an eye on the market here and there, setting an alert. And when the alert goes off, it's time for you to enter the market, isn't it? You gotta make it work for yourself. I can't do everything for you, right? I'm just giving you a foundation, a starting point, right? But then you have to make the decision based on your time constraint, based on your risk tolerance. Can't do it for you. It's a solo sport, my guy. It's a solo dolo. Just because you're part of a community doesn't mean, we're taking responsibilities for your actions. No, no, no. We're just here to pick you up on the days where you feel like you're not hitting it, on the days where you're just feeling stagnant, you're not moving, or celebrate with you, on the days where you are hitting it and you're feeling 100%, you're following your procedures, your protocols, you're being disciplined, but anything else, we can't do that for you. So the sale is it of this 4-hour order block, guy? Are you in there? My neck, man, past 2 days, my neck's been freaking okay, cool. Past 2 days, my neck been killing me, dog. I am using a new pillow, but it was fine before. I gotta switch back to the old pillow. Are we gonna smash 20-day high? Are we gonna smash previous week's high? Let's see. Let's see what it do. Bing, bing. So far, 3 days in a row. I said 3 days and I have 4 hands up. I mean, 4 fingers. 4 hands. Where the other 2 at? 3 days in a row where what I'm looking for has showed up and has done what it needed to do. Okay, so 3 trades this week. Tick, 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 tick. Right? That's probably me done for the week. Right? Like I said this last week. If you've had a good first half of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's no need to trade these next 2 days, right? There's no need. You can be in here and tape read and have a different account trading, but like have separate accounts doing different things, all right? Have a ends meet account that, once you hit that target for that, it's done trading for the week, It's like a storefront, right? Each account is a different storefront, right? We're not mixing and matching, right? If you're going to sell pizza in one storefront, you're not also going to sell underwear in that same storefront, okay? It doesn't make sense. Come and get your underwear while you do that, eat some pizza. I don't know, it might sound good to some people, but it just doesn't make sense, right? So pick a storefront for each account and have that target that go for that specific account and let them do their thing. Just suggestions, you don't have to listen to what I say. I'm just putting ideas out there for you to think about, You know what I mean? I'm watching this inefficiency as well now because it lies on top of previous day's high and 3-day range high. Respecting the consequent encroachment of this inefficiency left a portion of this over. Shows the strength we're heading to our draw on liquidity. good thing you decided to watch. Because it will be running for that stop right now. Bing, 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 bing. Bush. Imagine getting in down here and holding the remainder of the week, right? Just holding for the rest of the week until your draw on liquidity gets smashed. Bing, bang, biggity bosh. Hitting that 20-day high, previous week's high. Let's see where 40-day and 60-day highs are. We have 40-day high up here. Okay, we also have this high, which is not that it's not a significant high, it's just not in the range. We have 40-day high here, and we have 60-day high here. Okay, so those are the next two draws, depending on price, what price wants to do around where we're at right now. Yo, yo, yo. For all my short-term traders, that is the one, Monday's range. Do your own research, Monday's range. Just be mindful that you will have to hold overnight, which means you are at risk of the top three, well, top two, right? You're at risk for black swan events, which we all are anyway. All right. You're also at risk at gap risk, right? In terms of when we close for the day and open for the next day, when we close for the week. Obviously, if you're holding over the weekend, you're at risk for gap risk. If you're holding overnight, you're at risk for gap risk. So those are the factors that come into play when you're thinking about the styles of trading that you want to do, right? There's about 4 to 5 different styles of trading. We have scalping, day trading, short-term trading, swing trading, position trading, and the fifth, well, that was 5: scalping, day, short-term, swing, position trading, and this bonus 6th one is investing, long-term investing, which like the 401ks and the IRAs and shit like that. They all come with risk, right? It's about your risk appetite, what you can endure. You just, as long as you're aware of the risk involved and you prepare for it, do your thing. But for me, I'm not here for that overnight risk thing. I'm not here for that. So for me personally, my risk tolerance, I want to avoid overnight risk. That's why I day trade. I'm in and I'm out. Obviously, I'm still at risk for black swan events, because a black swan event can happen today. If I get in a trade, and something blows off somewhere, right? What am I going to do? I'm in here. That's the risk that we take when we decide to trade, right? So can't avoid black swan events, but overnight risk, that is avoidable, right? If it's worth it to you. If it's not, you don't mind it, and you have a higher risk tolerance, hey, go berserk, go stupid, do what works for you. Anyway, let me see if there's a taking that daily high. Next, there's no inefficiencies here. All right, there's no inefficiencies here, just liquidity. So we got this daily high here. Because I'm taking you up tonight. This is the next immediate draw on price, okay? Let's see if the 4-hour has any inefficiencies. To be honest, today is really probably just going to be a continuation of the short-term trade from Tuesday low of the week here profile. Oof, I see how he does that one shot, one kill now. I see it, mate. I see it, Michael. I see it. Anyway, this is our next draw. I was looking to see on the 4-hour if there was any inefficiencies in price. Nah, just that liquidity, really and truly. We did have this Monday's high, the previous week's high. We blew past that. Yeah, I believe this high too is next after this one. But yeah, no inefficiencies until this tiny little one in here, up in here. But that liquidity is next in line. Yeah, there was nothing here for me when we came back into a discount of the range, really and truly. Bing, bang, biggity bosh. Bob is your uncle. No squinching having to go on here. 950 macro. Me can't type up in this bitch. Could have been a potential entry here, you know. Well, for me, right, to knowing that the drone liquidity was up here, for me right now, I'm not well versed on these setups yet. Okay, just collecting the data, but that could have been a potential. You know what I mean? Get rid of this. Let me put it up here. When I need it, I can just drag it. If I remember, it's there, to be honest. What is this? This is 1, 2, 3. Is this 4? Do I have 4? Oh, you know, I don't have 4. So what standard deviation is that? Blue. So we're looking at the minuses. -2. -2 is the highest, so it's -2. Okay. Definitely we'll be waiting until post opening range here. So there's nothing for me to do up here in no man's land. Yo, I'm so like, oh, you just have no idea, mate. I want to see in here on the 15-minute what went down in here on the 15-minute. Where was the sell side? Where was the buy side? Ah, sell side. It would have been at that London high right here. Oh my God. Using the 50% okay discount of the of Monday's range, I also had a buy confirmation right here. We took London sell side, took liquidity below it, displacement, market structure shift, taking London buy side. So this 9 a.m. confirmed it. Entry would have been at 9:15. Stop below this swing low, and you're riding that bitch. Ooh, my goodness. This is for higher time frame traders, right? You don't want to go any lower than 1 minute, right? If you want to stay on a 1 hour and 15-minute, 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour and 15-minute. Monday's range, do your research on Monday's range. Using session highs and lows as, you know, your what I use in terms of my low swing high on the 1 minute, low swing low on the 1 minute. You can use the sessions. We took London session sell side here, and then we took buy side here, market structure shift back above that equilibrium of Monday's range here is second trade here for the week in terms of short-term trading. What a freaking trade. That is a banger, mate. Let's see in terms of well, it didn't show in that time frame. Anyway, -2, smash right there, 2.5. I don't have the risk for like high time frame trading right now. So when the capital grows, or we have a separate account doing them things there. Right now, we don't have the capital for a higher time frame trading. To be honest, the risk is just a tad too much. Entry would be here. Stop at this low. Oh, it would have gave me one contract. One contract, Larry. Anyway, let's see. We're looking at 1-to-1, 1-to-2, confirm. That's it. Take it and get out. Take it and get out, mate. That's 2 trades for the week. That's it. One here and a second one right here. Obviously, you would have to be up, right? And aware. But that's clean, though. That's clean. I'm going to backtest that this weekend. Not for me right now, but obviously collecting the data. I like it. I like it. 10 o'clock. We got what? Less than 2 minutes. Take a look at the weekly. Yep, no inefficiencies really and truly on any time frame. Just liquidity above price. That is sick, mate. Everything is coming around full circle. Looking crazy. That's like this right here is your whole week right there. On top of Tuesday's setup too. We're still below Monday's range equilibrium discount. You come into a discount. So only retracement setups here now. We could obviously buy in a discount of opening range here, or discount completely in the range, but it's also a possibility. So from here to down here, still a good decent amount of movement. It looks like it's going a little bit higher. Need to adjust that. What a move, though. What a move. For me, in my current time frame, it didn't give me anything. But on the higher time frame, it definitely let you in there. Even at 9:30, it still came back to give you an entry right here at London's high. Don't just take my word for it. Do your own research. Trust but verify. See what post opening range has for us. I've seen enough today though, like just to shut the whole shit down. Smashing open range buy side session program, buy program as well. Hmm. I'm seeing how I can combine the two in terms of what I'm looking for. That would be my goal this weekend. Combining what I know with the higher time frame in Monday's range into the lower time frame in that directional, trying to focus on that direction. Ooh, my goodness. All right, all right, all right. That is the task for the weekend. How can I use that information in the lower time frame, and trade in that direction? So then at 9:30, yeah, trust me, I feel you on that. We in no man's land. I don't know if I trust this move here, but let's see if we get that market structure shift back below. I would need a little bit more, just based on where we're at in price, you know. A bit more, but you know, swing. A bit more of a displacement, you know what I mean? I cannot wait for this weekend to combine the two, see if how I can work with that. It's supposed to enhance my information, right? It's not just yeah. I know there's a way I can use it to my benefit, right? It doesn't just have to be a 15-minute, 1 hour thing, you know. I can use the idea, right? At least the directional bias of that to focus on the one on the lower time frame in that direction. It just might not happen at the time that I'm in front of the chart, probably not, you know. So that's the only thing I have to contend with. Ain't confirmed yet. Won't be getting in. We're just watching it. What's it giving us? 4 contracts. For real. That's true. That's true. But it didn't give nobody the opportunity to get in that, boy. It's like it said, we gone. But at least, yeah, we can trust that our condition is correct when we come up with the condition. There was nowhere for you to fake it. Well, you could have faked it up here. Or not really, actually. Well, using equilibrium, we came down into equilibrium and then we got market structure shift. You could have faked it there. Oh, mate. So there was nowhere for her to fake her entry. That's what she was doing. Impatient ass. Monday's range, 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. Shh, don't tell nobody though. Don't tell nobody about it. But look into it. Let me know what you find. It's our little secret. Oh, let me get a glass of milk because I do have to thumb down these milk because I have 2 to go and the expiration date is coming up. So, ooh, you know, it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get some cup to drink from. It's hard out here for a pimp. You know what? I can drink from here. There's only a little bit of it left. I can do this. All right. Now we can trust this somewhat of a little bit. You know what I mean? A bit stretched out range. I can fuck with that. Only thing here for me would be retracements. We could get a continuation of dealing range buy side, okay, to next strong liquidity up here. There's always a possibility. And we're done. I'll be watching this inefficiency. If we do take this low though, it will confirm a retracement setup. It doesn't have, it can happen outside of the macro. You know, I used to be able to see the chat on this thing here on OBS, but now it just, I don't see it at all, mate. What happened? Used to be able to see it, you know, respond on here and stuff. Now it said, hell no. Unless it's here and it's hidden somewhere, who knows, mate? Still getting used to this thing. But this would have been a nice trade, nice setup right there. Arrrr. Not for me though, not for me right now. Now we'll be waiting till post 10:30. Might not be getting anything today, to be honest, but we'll see. We shall see. Ooh. Squeeze me. God damn it. This is the low, needs to go to confirm a retracement setup. I will watch. But I am watching this inefficiency to support price higher. So let's see. Magic magnet on job today. Mother sick. Got milk? All of me.
Thank you very much for the nutrition, for the calcium. Fuck them, guess me. uh. Not for the guess, mate. You want to tell it then? You want to tell it? You gonna hop up and tell it? I'm not telling it. Hey, this low is in the wrong spot. What did happen there? Oh, mate, what's happening here? Yeah, from the chat. You can tell it from the chat. If I tell it, I'm saying it was you. I'm saying it was you that wanted to save it for the guests. Okay, that low is fixed now. I'm putting the blame on you. Can put the blame on me. You're gonna keep itching up or what? Like, what's the deal here? You know you're on a warning, mate. They say 3 strikes, you're out. Can't spell, you know. Oh yeah. Damn. It's for for real. Where HR at, mate? My God. Go on then. We're all waiting for the story. She's typing, yeah? You're gonna be typing for a minute. Hop up and say it, innit? I'll invite you. You can say it real quick. Oh, mate. I was thinking about the guests. Because she's drinking from the thing. Let's see if this inefficiency supports price higher. I was thinking about the guests we were going to have, you know, what are they going to drink? I was going to make friends. I was going to make friends and invite them over. I was going to make friends. And when they came over, what were they going to drink? Huh? It's facts, man. It's true. What are the guests gonna drink? What they're not gonna drink from your mouth. You guys are weirdos, mate. Weirdos. Yeah, we did. What's her name? She came over. Alyssa, and what the dude's name? They came over. They didn't stay. Yeah. I mean, if the juice is almost done, fair enough, right? But if it's a fresh juice, if it was a fresh juice, all right, it's not the same. It was fresh, just bought, and she was being lazy, putting her mouth to it. I'm glad you guys are on the same page. We love that for you guys. I'm just saying, think about the guests, innit? Think about the guests. 10:30, where you at? Please. Now, no, not to just. I need to make sure I'm there when if it's first opened, because who knows with you people. I have to be there when it's like popped. I have to hear the pop, the clinking sound, like this is the first time you're opening the carton. Because boy, probably drinking your saliva all up in there, mate. Nah, no, I can't trust you people and juice in the fridge no more. When I come over, I need a fresh pop, please. Fresh pop, please. Let me make sure it's the first time this is being opened, because I know how you people are, putting your mouth to it and drinking from the carton and putting it back in the fridge. This is still the low here. This swing low here, it doesn't trade back below the external liquidity, so I'm not interested in it. But we did leave a small portion of this inefficiency open here. All right, supporting price look a bit higher, right? Bring your own juice. At this point, I'm better off bringing my own juice. Let's see how this behaves in driving price up here. It's the same thing here, right? To here. At this point, I'm bringing my own juice. Well, I know nobody's put their mouth to it. Golly. Now I know I can't trust people to just pour a juice into a cup for me. Like, do you want something to drink? A bottle of water, please. Thank you. Just a bottle of water, where I hear the pop myself. If you have juice, is it fresh juice? Is it an open juice? I'm gonna be one of them picky guests. Nobody's gonna invite me over. I need to watch you open it in front of me, you know what I mean? I don't know what you do when I'm not around. Huh? Based on these two examples here, we don't know what the people do with their juice cartons when people aren't around. They're probably licking the top and everything, spitting in it. Based on these two motherfuckers here, you can't trust juice cartons no more. You cannot. Less than 3 minutes until first hour of trading is behind us. I will be adjusting this range to focus on first hour of trading. Excuse me. When it's different, obviously we'll keep it. No, when it's the same, we'll keep it the same. When it's different after 10:30, I'm focusing on the 10:31. We just learned who the nasty people are in this chat right here today. That's crazy, isn't it? They just outed themselves. Whenever you go to these people places, Di and Tash, make sure you get a bottle of water. And don't drink from their juice cartons. I'ma have guests. I'ma have guests. I'ma have guests. You're gonna come over. You're gonna be a guest. What are you talking about? I'ma have guests. We have guests. We have people come over. We have guests. Oh, mate. Now with these, what would I be doing in terms of exit, right? Entering at 50%, maybe stop below here. But they stop below, right? Stop below here, maybe potentially here. He's doing what he needs to do though. Respected it, left a small portion of it open. That's what you want to see. So it shows signs of strength. So post 10 o'clock, that's the potential setup right here. Not for me though, not for me right now. Getting bad emails because the season about to kick off. Well, you can trust my carton of juice. You can trust my carton of juice. I don't know about Tash's, you know. I don't know about yours either. Now I gotta bring my own carton of juice when I come see you. I don't know, man. But this, obviously, it was finished. It was done, innit? It was done. It was just the last, like, cup sip. It was the last cup sip. That's why I was, and we have no cups. All our cups are dirty. So I was being lazy as well. You gotta come correct, huh? Okay, all right, all right. So for now, I can trust your carton, yeah? All right, is that what you're saying? First hour of trading. Needs to go a little bit higher. Woo! You heard that? She's waiting. GSL. It's a bit of a, oh yeah, it's a bot, but we can make it happen. We can make it happen. He's doing his thing to the draw on liquidity there. Woo, woo. Magic magnet. Pulling price. It's a shame the magic magnet doesn't, like, you know, give me an entry. It's crazy. But I guess it can't do it all, right? I guess it can't do it all, you know? I gotta do something. But magic magnet pulling us to the next draw on liquidity. It said, come on, baby. I'm doing a sexy dance for you up here. Yeah, baby. First hour. Now we got this inefficiency here we're watching. Take us to a draw on liquidity there. Damn, what a move, though. What a move. Let's go back to the 1 hour here. Let's go back. Let me just admire this a little bit longer. Oh, it's right here. Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. Sexy things right there. Sexy things right there. Whew. One shot, one kill. That's a real sniper right there. One shot, one fucking kill, mate. At the relative equal highs. Why is this not straight? That's a matting. Ooh, that's holding overnight too, right? Nothing really happened overnight for it to be, you know, scary or nothing. Probably would have been at break even at this point here somewhere. And you just let the runner go, you know? Fucking hell, mate. Just based on Monday's range alone. What a week. Ooh, too sexy, mate. Hey, we gotta come. You guys still play like in the mornings or? Are you guys entering tournaments yet? We'll come watch that. This weekend, woo-wee. I can do Sunday. You know, season kicking back off. I can do Sunday. That's if my driver wants to take the drive, you know. We go talk to my driver. Because this passenger princess right here, boy. You know, once you're a passenger princess, you don't get to make much of the decisions in terms of the driving. Let me confer with my driver, but I can do Sunday. Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Miss Cena Ryan is ignoring us now. She said, I'm working. I'm on a job. Oh, that's a good convincing line right there. Maybe say the whole bottle. You'll have the whole bottle waiting for her. Maybe two. The whole bottle, 2 bottles, just waiting for you, ma'am. Damn, not 3 options. Options up in here. Let's see how it behaves here. I want to see it stay in an upper portion, the same as these two. Let's slide this one up here because nothing really went down there. 3 bottles, man. How can you say no to that? I like that. Left a small portion of it open as well. Let's see though. Seeing how price gravitate towards this draw on liquidity up here. That's what we watching. So far, nothing that we would engage in personally here. But we're watching some stuff. We're collecting data, you know. Different models, right? You know, different market conditions require certain models, right? So it doesn't hurt. But obviously, first you want to master one model first. And then once you have one model under your belt, then you can start expanding your palette into, like, you know, learning different models. Miss Cena Ryan, we're waiting for an answer. Baby trader, can you hear me? If you can hear me, we're waiting for an answer in the chat, mate. We'll make sure this thing is still, oh, okay, still working, still working. Probably thinking about it. He's like, 3 bottles. Ooh, how can I say no to that? Yep, bodies are staying outside of that inefficiency. Strength, that's what we want to see. If you had entered here in this inefficiency, this is what you want to see. Maybe we'll get something, a retracement set up for 1050 macro. Let's see though. Because we don't have to go to that draw on liquidity right now today. It doesn't have to happen today. Definitely would not be buying though here in the premium. Maybe here, yeah, because we had this draw here, fair. That would have been the last last point of entry for me, really and truly. But anything up in here, ooh, I don't know about that, to be honest. Not for me. Not for me, not for I. Oh, sneeze, hold on, bear with me. Had two. One away. Oh, oh. Tracement down in here to a discount. That's enough range. That's enough. Now we wouldn't be feeling this so much. Now we go closure below. Below mean threshold, consequent encroachment. Too many words. That'll be a warning sign. It doesn't mean your trade is done for. Just a warning sign that you could potentially be offside. That would still be here though. Mamma mia. Here we go again. Mama. Ooh. Oh, they do nothing day. Oh, do nothing day. Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, now you'd be like, yeah, we close outside of it. That was your. The fat lady's about to sing. And she is singing. She's singing, singing, and singing, singing. Nothing wrong with doing nothing on the day, right? When the day's up and your setup hasn't presented itself, just go about your day. All right? Finish your session, go about your day. Come back tomorrow and see if it's there again. And if it's not, that's your week done. We had 3 good setups this week. So we'll be good for the week already. I'll be just probably just demo trading the last 2 days. If I have 3 good trades for the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't need to be in the market the last 2 days, right? I can just sit and watch and just be content that I got my pound of flesh for the week, you know? Obviously, if you have separate accounts, then yeah, you want to go for it, go for it. But be content with enough, right? Be content with enough. There's no need to give back profits towards the end of the week and mess up your whole weekend. You go into the weekend mad as hell about the market, giving back because you gave back your profit because the market didn't ask you to come back. You want greed brought you back in there. Greed brought you back in there to make more when you're already up for the week, you know? Like The 3 trades, the first 2 anyway would have been more than enough because they went to the targets and more. And the third one was just an additional bonus, like, hey, here's a cookie for the rest of the week. You did a good job. Keep it pushing. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, but eventually did. Just didn't give it to me there at that time, And that is a-okay too. And today we're probably not going to see anything. Probably not going to see anything for us in terms of what we're looking for. Maybe lunch, maybe PM session. In terms of this morning here. 10:50 macro is about to be upon us. We'll see if we get anything here, but if not, that's fine. We'll end it and keep it pushing. Will not be buying in here, even though it's in the direction of my weekly and my daily condition. And there's a possibility that obviously we still have this potential draw up here. I don't know, it's just too much of a deep premium right here. I'll need it to at least come down into first hour's range discount down in here to even think about engaging in a buy. Right now, where is that? There's no buy in my future. No buy in my future. Now it can say up and go to the moon. That's fine. It would just be going without me, and I'm okay with it. What? I just talked about karaoke. Now she want to do karaoke. That's crazy. Wavelength is just crazy. Taking sell side. We get a market structure shift back above. It will confirm a continuation buy. We will watch it. In terms of engaging though, could also be a failure swing. Not a clean one though. Staying in the lower portion of this inefficiency. Once we close below it, it became an inversion fair value gap. Now it needs to keep price lower. And that's what it's doing. Ah, ah, ah. $10.50. Let's refresh these bad boys. Shiver me timbers. We in deep premium. That does not mean price can't continue to go higher, right? Just be aware if you're buying here, you're buying in a premium. For me personally, I would at least, in order to buy, want price to drop into the discount of first hour's trading below this yellow line here. At least below this yellow line before I get into a buy. Preferably this yellow line here, but that's just, we'll be asking too much. So it has to be at least here. in a discount of a range. Doesn't have to be the dealing range, right? It can also be first hours range. It can be opening range, right? It just has to be a discount of a range. $10.50 though, give us something to watch or go by, you know, to end our day in. Damn. He's gonna do us like this today. Anywho, while we wait, let me log in. Log into I'm the Trader Academy. Show you what I want up in here. Oh, she's active. She's back from her meeting, maybe. You heard her? She said it sounds good to her. Wagwan popcorn. Free beginner basic training. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Yeah. Still nothing. Nothing at all for us yet. Broke it down. It was one long video. And I got good feedback back from the, people with ADHD that can't sit and watch, a long ass video. So kind of broke it up into like a mini course. Okay, so it's in bite-sized, digestible videos now where it saves your progress, all right, and you get to obviously return back to where you left off and rewatch the video. So you're not sitting down watching one long ass video that it didn't actually save the progress of where you was at. So I think this is a much better what's the word I'm looking for? Much better anyway. Thank you for the feedback, Di. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I think this is so much better than the one long video anyway. All right, people can digest it at their own pace, at their own time, and not feel like they have to sit down for 1 hour and 30 minutes watching me just yabba yabba and feel like an information overload. Now it's like in a digestible format where hey, you can just do one video a day, you know, redo the video, watch the video over and over until you take notes and you understand it, and then the next day you can go on to the next video, and it doesn't have to be done in one sitting. Same thing, you know what I mean? But it's about 11. It's broken up into 11, still the same length, all right, still an hour, but it's 11 lessons now, not just the one lesson. Yeah, I said Sunday is the only day I can do, really. So if you want to go Sunday, we have to get an invite though first. We're just talking here. We haven't really formally got an invite. But anyway, check it out. You ain't hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on. Okay, my thing is on. You scared me for a second there. Well, Dad, you get back to us and let us know what the deal is. But yeah, broken up into bite size. Okay, the longest video here is like 23 minutes, which is fine. This one is a lot to talk about, and I couldn't break it up anymore. Also, they want it to be too much lessons, but other than that, I think this is a much better format. Okay, like a mini course instead of that one long video setting that it didn't even save your progress. This one, it does save your progress. Anyway, this is free, right? It's free. Everything I think I'm going to put on here is going to be free, really and truly. I am putting together. Olive, her name's on the wine glass. I am putting together like a next steps where we dig deep into the charts. That one's going to be pure charts, showing you the model, what you need to do on your back test, the 3-step trading process, how to set up your trading view, how to collect data, how to back test, and then obviously you collect the data, do the forward test, and what you need to do depend on your style of trading. It will be based and depend on your style of trading. Okay, so I don't know when that will be done because I am entering my busy season in terms of refereeing. So that is the next step. I am putting together a next step, a next mini course after you watch the beginner training video, what you need to do next. It takes you straight into the chart. This obviously is informational based, it's theory based, but the next course, we're going straight into the charts and we're doing chart work and we're doing charting and what you need to be doing every day on a consistent basis on the charts. Okay, so yeah, I'm working. I'm working. This was just a start. All right. Getting started. Join the academy. It's free. Everything that you're gonna get in here is free. As long as you join the academy, it's free. It is what it is. You don't have to pay nothing with me right now. Until I'm making the billions. No billions. Let me get to the millions. When my net worth increases, okay, you're gonna have to pay to have access to me, and that's just that period. But right now, right, you can get in for free because my net worth is not where I want it to be. All right, I'm just a regular schmegular folk. Okay, so I'm doing it for the regular schmegular folks right now. But obviously, this will always be free. But once my net worth increases, other things that I do that will have a price mark on it. But for here right now, getting you started, getting you going, everything is free. So go over to imthetrader.com, join the academy, watch the beginner trading course, and then obviously I'll keep you posted when I, you know, I upload the next phase, which is the chart and getting into the 3-step process of what you need to be doing, how to backtest, how to collect data, how to pick a model. I'll give you 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 what you need to do depending on your style of trading, because everybody's going to be a different style of trader. Depending on your style of trading, you're going to have a foundation of what you need to do, what you're looking for in the charts each and every session. And then you can go and collect your data. I'm going to show you how to go back and back test trading view. So that will be the next phase after you watch the beginner trading video. And that will also be free as well, okay? Just join the academy. It's free, imthetrader.com. Would love to have you. Would love to have you join the academy, join the community. I need to actually start putting something together where everybody is all like on the same platform and we can all interact and ask questions and stuff. But let's see. When I get some more people in the academy, maybe we can do that. But for now, it's just a small group of private individuals that are interested and that are serious. We're gonna wrap up here soon. Okay, we got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes and we'll be getting out of here. Nothing for us here today, but a lot of good data, right? Like we closed below this. I want to see it stay in a lower portion. It did. Okay, so I'm anticipating lower prices from here. A lot of inefficiency setups today that me personally, I'm not well versed on inefficiency setups. I like more liquidity setups, but the inefficiencies today are like, they're powering, they're overpowering, they're stepping out at me, that she said only if her name is on the wine glass. So now you gotta print her name out and stick it on the wine glass. She extra. Just make sure you don't feed her no carton of juice. Oh, she wants Tash, not Natasha. There you go. Just no carton of juice, please. If it's gonna be a carton, make sure it's a fresh one. I want to hear the pop. You need to open it in front of me. Make sure you buy at least one sweet Riesling. What's it called? Riesling? Whatever the hell the shit is called. Make sure one of them is at least sweet so I can have a sip too. I just have the one request. Just the one. It's just the one request. Just a sweet one so I can drink it. That's it. I'm being for real. So you guys better, she's prepping. You guys better be there this Sunday. You heard my driver. I'll be in the passenger seat enjoying the ride. You heard the driver? Big driver. Twisted pickle? What the fuck is that? Hey, we're newbies here, you know. We don't play this. This will probably be my first time holding a pickleball bat and playing pickleball. What the fuck's a twisted pickle, mate? uh. Oh. Okay. Drunk pickleball. What? You take a shot every time I make a point, yeah? Take that shot every time I make a point, yeah? You're gonna be drunk up in that bitch. Yeah, let's get twisted for real. Might end up vomiting on the court, mate. Yo, that's funny. Not that anything is possible drunk on that pickleball field. Twisted pickle. Mhm. Yeah, special occasions. Four more minutes here. We'll do a trade performance review in a bit. If we don't see anything, really, I'll be looking for a retracement setup anyway. But if you don't get nothing, see ya. Thank you very much. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a great day. Rest of your day. See you on the pickleball court. Ciao, ciao. How you spell ciao in here? Is there an A in ciao? Ciao. How you spell ciao? How do you spell ciao, somebody? Is it C-A or C-O? Ciao. Okay, I had the A and the I messed up there. All right. It was close. I don't get paid to spell. Ciao, ciao. I don't get paid to spell. Close enough. All right. Oh, bro. Okay. How many ways can you say bye? What other language do I know to say bye? Oh, bro. What's that? What's the next one? Shit. See you later, alligator. That's not another language, though. Oh, another way to say bye. Don't know many languages, you know. That would be my superpower. If I could wish for a superpower, is speak multiple languages and understand multiple languages. Because then you could communicate with. What the fuck is that, nah? Tasha? Tashus? Tudzins? Oh, you googling these motherfuckers, aren't you? You on Google with this shit. The fuck's a Tazine? Oh, German and Dutch, yeah. Okay. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Say hello in German. They got strong accents though, boy. What? They like military. Guten Tag. Tot zien. Tusjes. German and Dutch. You speak that language, eh? I ain't know that, die. I know you can speak German and Dutch. It sure can. Google can speak it all, mate. Oh, that's funny. All the information at your fingertips right here. All the information at your fingertips. Anyway, we got 1 minute. Let's do a trade performance review. Let's do it. Let's do it. Nothing for us here today. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. We showed up today. We had fun. We had fun. Planned the pickleball date. So that's enough for me today. What I did well today, all right, is that I showed up, all right, got 1% better, gained experience, learned lessons that I'll take into my next trading day, next trading session. Didn't see my model or my setup, so I didn't engage in the market. However, I did, obviously, by being here today, all right, noticed a few things about inefficiencies in price, all right. Right now, I don't really trade inefficiencies in price, but today, they've made themselves very apparent to me, something that, I need to obviously collect data on, all right, and walk it and see if I'm confident in it, in seeing, able to identify it and see it. Right now, I'm a liquidity trader. I'm not an efficiency trader, really and truly. So it's something that, it was noted today, all right. They made themselves apparent to me today. I noted them. So I'll just keep eyeing them up and keep collecting the data and build that experience on that end. Other than that, didn't see my model, so showed discipline in staying out of the market and didn't feel no type of way about being in the market. I'm happy that I was right about my draw on liquidity though. Okay, so that's it. Let's do it. Well, I fell short. I woke up by a decent hour, all right, but I was lazy this morning. I didn't get my morning routine in. So I fell short there. Chart wise, didn't see anything, didn't engage. So I don't feel like I fell short anywhere chart wise. So it would just be not getting my morning routine in. Other than that, yeah, no really anywhere else to fall short really and truly. How I can improve for next day, next trading session is keep showing up, right? Keep seeking excellence in everything that I do. Don't let short-term adversity, losses, series of losses deter me, distract me from what I got going on. Keep exercising that muscles, the discipline muscles in terms of not being in 11-11, not being in the setups when your setup doesn't present itself, right? When it doesn't present itself, there's nothing for you to do, right? Day trading isn't everyday trading, okay? Like I was saying, first 3 days of this week, and we've actually got what we've been looking for, and the setup has done what it needed to do. So really and truly, going into the latter half of the week is really not a trading. Shouldn't really be looking to, be engaging in the market like that, right? You've had a good 3 days of the week. Just tape read the next 2 days or demo trade, and then be back next week, refresh and restart. But anyway, keep taking small steps in the right direction, and eventually we'll get to our destination. Analyze the data, analyze the data, analyze the data, analyze the data. Okay, because that's how you learn, that's how you refine, that's how you improve, and that's how you get 1% better. Okay, we're not just here collecting data just to collect the data and have the data sitting there, right? Our job is to, once we collect the data, analyze the data, extract the pertinent information that you need to extract from that data, and just compare, right? Compare the sessions, compare the trades, compare the losses, compare the wins. And yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow to close out our week. We do have news tomorrow. So yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow. Other than that, solid day, solid session here of doing nothing and just watching the market do its thing and feeling all type of way. We're in no man's land right now, okay? So there's nothing really for us to do. It is what it is. We move. Appreciate you all tuning in today. I hope you got something out of today's session. Check out I'mTheTrader.com. All right, sign up for the academy. It's free. All right, it's free. Everything I'm going to put on there is going to be free. All right, like I said, until my net worth increases, all right, everything that I do is free. But once that net worth starts increasing and I'm becoming a big shot, all right, you're going to have to pay to chat to me, right? You're going to have to pay to be in my vicinity. You're going to have to pay for this. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But while we're here starting from the ground up, I don't mind. I don't mind doing it for the free speed, all right? But not everything is going to have a price tag on it. Not everything's going to have a price tag on it with me. Because I do want to help the little guy. Everything, like in terms of getting you started, obviously will be free. But trying to join that 1% club, I'm not there yet, so I'm not talking about it yet. But that's my goal. Okay, so once I can establish my way there or on the path there, then that stuff to join the 1% club, yeah, you're gonna have to invest your time, your money, your energy into it, and it's not. But everything else is gonna be free from me. But anyway, I'm rumbling. I'm a rumba tumba. She likes to rumble. But I only rumble because I love what I do. All right, I love what I do, and I do what I love. So yeah, let's wrap this bitch up. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. Appreciate you guys making the chat a little bit live because the markets was dead, to be honest. So yeah, that's why it's good to have a community, right? You can distract yourself when the market is giving you nothing really in the chart like this, you know. So I appreciate you guys communicating and chatting in the chat and keeping it busy, keeping it going, keeping it flowing. Let's try to keep that up. Appreciate y'all. Let's wrap it up.
Before we wrap up, there was a time that I would finish a trading session and still feel lost. Even on days I made money, I didn't really know why it worked. And on losing days, I had no system to fall back on. That's the difference between guessing and having a real edge. And here's the truth. Most traders only focus on entries, but consistency comes from the system behind the entry. So if you've been watching and thinking this makes sense, but I don't have the full system yet, that's exactly why I created the 10% to 1% club. That's where we go deeper into all three pillars, the full model, the risk management system, the money and mindset principles needed to join the 1% club, and the exact process to follow daily. If you're serious about becoming consistent, that is your next step. I used to think the goal was to win more trades, but the real goal is to become the type of trader who can perform no matter the outcome. Because once you have that, the results will follow. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next AM session, kicking off at 9:15 a.m. Kickoff once again at 9:15 a.m. To be on time is to be late, okay? So make sure you show up early. As always, I'm the trader here, signing out. Good luck, good trading. Happy bloody hunting. Remember, you only fail when you quit.